Hey everybody, Cinema Sickness here again to talk to you about what I bought and what I watched today. And yes, I'm still in my car because I am still on vacation. First off, I want to just apologize and say that if you can hear all the wind around, I do apologize. Not quite sure how that's going to come out in this video. It is very, very windy outside. We actually have sun and blue sky today, which is nice. Not all gray and rainy like it was yesterday, but lots and lots of wind. So if you can hear that, again, I do apologize. As I mentioned to you guys yesterday, today I would be going out to a bunch of thrift stores and some other shops that I usually hit up down here. And I did. I hit up those stores, got a lot of great stuff, spent a lot of money, ended up spending $100 just in one store alone, which is pretty typical for when I come down here because I'm not down here all the time. So when I do come down, I end up finding a lot of good stuff kind of all at once. So I did spend a lot of money. And I'm not going to show you all that stuff right now because I did shoot a Let's Go Shopping video. Plus, there's a whole lot of stuff to show you. And I'm shooting this video on my iPhone and editing it with some really crappy editing software on my iPhone. So I'm not going to shoot such a long video showing you all that stuff. I'll wait till I get back home and then I'll do a nice kind of recap video of everything I picked up. However, there was one store that I hit up today which they wouldn't let me film in. So I guess we'll talk about that stuff. It's a store called Roses, which if you've never been to one, I've only ever seen them here in Delaware and in Maryland before. I don't really know many of them. In fact, a lot of the ones that I used to know of here in Delaware are closed now. They actually don't exist. So, not sure if there's a lot around anymore, but it is a store called Roses, kind of like I would say a ghetto version of, maybe I shouldn't say that, but just a really shitty version of Kmart. It's a really, and that's saying a lot because I guess you guys know probably Kmart's already kind of, considered the kind of a shitty store compared to places like Target and Walmart, but this is even worse than Kmart, these stores. They're really trashy. But I went into one because I hadn't been in one in so long. I hit up a Goodwill today that I don't usually go out to too often. It's like 20 minutes away, but I went out there anyway, and right next door was a Roses, and I'm like, you know what? I told my wife, I'm like, I haven't been in a Roses in years, because you used to actually be one here in Rehoboth, and I just haven't been in one in so long. Why don't we go into it and just check it out, see what it is, see if it's the same as I remember them being. No, they're even worse now that I remember them being. At least back in the day, Kmart and Roses, stores like that, they didn't seem so bad back in the day, but now they just seem so shitty, and it was pretty bad. Things just crazy. We've had some crazy stuff in that store. However, I was glad I went in because they actually had an okay selection of DVDs, and there was definitely some things I wanted to pick up. A lot of $5 titles, so let's take a look at everything I got. So the first title I picked up here for only $3.33 was Whoopi Back to Broadway, the 20th Anniversary DVD release. Also comes with Whoopi Goldberg, direct from Broadway, her outrageous 1985 performance. Comes with a bonus disc of that as well. So for $3.33, I thought that was a great deal. I am a Whoopi fan. I do enjoy her stand-up, so I definitely wanted to get this. This was actually in a bin marked 3 for $10, which doesn't make any sense, because at $3.33 a piece, 3 would be for $9.99, which I know it's only a penny difference, but normally that's how they advertise things. Normally stores will advertise things as $9.99 instead of $10, because to your average consumer, it just seems like you're getting a better deal, even though it's only a penny difference. So, just another reason why those Ross stores are just really kind of weird. Why would you advertise something as $10 when you advertise it as $9.99, which technically is the correct price? Don't really get it. But still, for $3.33, definitely had to pick this up. The next title I got here was The Laramie Project, which you guys may remember I did pick this up just recently, maybe a few weeks ago or a month ago or something like that. I did grab myself a copy of this. However, I made the mistake. Every now and then I catch myself doing this. It's bad. You shouldn't do this as a collector. But every now and then I'll buy a DVD and just forget for whatever reason to look at the disc. It doesn't happen very often. I'd say 99.9% of the time, I always look at a disc when I buy something used. But for some weird reason, I forgot to do that. And the disc was scratched. And it didn't look like a bad scratch, so I wasn't too worried. But when I did watch this, and I did review it, it was a great movie. Really, really touching. Good movie. It did skip in a few spots, and I had some trouble getting through those areas. So, coming across this for $5, since it was a great movie, I definitely wanted to pick it up to replace my scratch copy. Next title I grabbed was Crooked Lines. This is a blind buy. I really know nothing about this. In fact, I actually did pick this up today on VHS. I believe for $0.25 I found this today on VHS, and I thought, oh, this looks great, I'm going to get it. And then a couple hours later, come across it for $5 on DVD. So, in the same day, I replaced my VHS copy with a DVD copy. That doesn't happen too often, but definitely want to get this, as I have heard some good things. And, you know, again, Ben Stiller Presents has a great lineup. The synopsis sounds good. So for $5, had to pick it up. Then I grabbed an MGM Midnight Movies release. I got Die Monster Die, which stars Boris Karloff. Love Boris. So again, for $5, definitely want to pick this up. Plus, I would like to get the entire Midnight Movies collection. That's one of my goals, want to have the entire set. So I definitely had to grab this. Then for another $5, and this was a really good deal. I got a 4-movie Midnight Movie set here. This comes with Strange Invaders and Invaders from Mars, which I do already have both those titles already. But what I didn't have was Invisible Invaders and Journey to the Seventh Planet. So for $5, this was an amazing deal. Even if I didn't have, especially if I didn't have those two titles, it would have been a great deal. But even with those two titles, this was still a fantastic deal. So I definitely had to grab that. Then I got Godzilla, the original animated series, Volume 2. Already have Volume 1. Had to get Volume 2. I do believe there is a Volume 3 out there I still need to get yet. This is great. I love Godzuki there. I remember watching this when I was a kid. So this here is very nostalgic for me. So I really want to get all the vibes of this. Definitely had to pick it up for $5. Next title I grabbed here was Foolish, which you guys may remember not too long ago. I did pick this up on VHS. Haven't got around to watching it yet, but obviously want to pick up a DVD copy to replace my VHS copy. And once again for $5, thought it was a good deal. And actually, guys, sorry, that was it. I have a big pile over here. They're all kind of getting mixed up. So that was all the titles I got today from Roses, which I thought it was a good deal. Got a lot of good titles there, especially for $5. Not a bad deal. And that one Whoopi title for only $3.33. Definitely a good deal if you ask me. Like I said, I did pick up a lot of stuff today that I have to show you later. Not quite sure how much more stuff I'll be buying this weekend, though. I have, 2 more, well, I guess I come home Tuesday, so I'd say 2 more days down here. I pretty much hit up all the stores. There's not really much more I have to go to. I really can't think of anywhere else I'm going to hit up. Maybe I'll get lucky and I'll stumble across some movie somewhere. That does tend to happen, so hopefully I'll find something else to show you guys. But as of right now, I don't really have any plans to go out to any other stores. There is another Goodwill, but it's like 30 minutes away, so it's kind of, I don't know, maybe if I get bored, I'll head out there, although I'm not sure if they're going to be open on Sunday or New Year's Eve. I don't really know. I'm going to have to call ahead and find out, but maybe if I get bored, I'll head out there. Not really sure if I want to drive 30 minutes out there to go to that, because that store's hit or miss. Sometimes I come across good stuff, sometimes not so much, so I'm not really sure. But for the most part, I did hit up all the good stores today. Like I said, I shot a Let's Go Shopping video, so I'll have that for you eventually. But I definitely got a lot of good stuff. So let's get down to what I actually watched today, because I did watch a title. And that was Shutter Island. Some of you guys were asking me to watch this one, so finally I'm checking it out. And I loved it. I thought this was really, really well done. I don't want to spoil anything for you here, but I probably will. So if you haven't seen this, I'd say stop watching this video now, because there are going to be some spoilers. And this is one of those movies where there's a lot that, it's one of those movies that kind of keep you guessing, so I don't want to ruin anything for you. So again, if you haven't seen it, you don't kind of want to know what's going on, I'd probably stop watching now or fast forward or something like that. But I loved this film. I thought it was really, really well done. It's one of those movies where I kept thinking, I was like, oh, I know what's going to happen. I've seen so many movies that I know how this is going to turn out. And then they would do something where I'd go, oh, maybe not. Maybe I was wrong. And I go, oh, no, I was right. Oh, wait, no, maybe I was wrong. It kept changing it up, and it just really got me. A lot of times, I kept thinking I was going to know what was going on, and completely wrong. Leonardo DiCaprio was great in this. I just thought it was so much fun how you start out the movie thinking, okay, he's, on this island investigating this escaped, escaped patient of this mental hospital island, and he's investigating it. He works for the FBI. You're finding out he's trying to find out what happened. And then as you go along, you think, oh no, they're keeping him here. They know that he is on to this secret, because he thinks they're doing experiments on patients, kind of like the Nazis did to the Jews. He thinks they're doing experiments like that on them, and he's not going to let this happen. He's going to expose them. And then you start to think that, oh, they're going to keep him on this island and make him look like he's a convict not a convict, a patient, because they don't want him getting away. And then you start to think, okay, now they actually got him. They're starting to make him think he's crazy. He's starting to kind of look crazy. They're really getting to him. And then you realize that, oh, maybe he really is crazy. Maybe he actually is, actually nuts. And then you start to think he's not. And then it goes back to you thinking he is again. And then at the very end, you think he's cured. And the ending of the movie was great. I love how, at the end of the movie, you think, okay, he's cured, he's not going to relapse again, and then you think, oh, he did relapse again, only to find out that he didn't actually. He basically is getting lobotomized on purpose. He basically wants to be lobotomized. It was so great. I couldn't get enough of this movie. It was really, really well done, suspenseful, kind of creepy, really held your attention the entire time. And again, it kept you going. You just weren't quite sure what was going on the entire time. And just when you thought you knew what was happening, they would change it up on you. So a great, great watch. One I would definitely recommend. If you like psychological thrillers, this is something you need to pick up and have in your collection. A brilliant movie, and again, I would just highly, highly recommend it. So that's it for what I bought and what I watched today. And today, I definitely got a ton of great titles. You'll all see them in good time, but for now anyway, I showed you what I got from Roses, and I definitely got some great titles from there. Very happy I decided to just stop in there on a whim after I was done shopping at the Goodwill. And also watching Shutter Island, brilliant, brilliant movie. Again, if you are a fan of psychological thrillers, it is one you must pick up, add to your collection, check out. It is just fantastic, and it will just keep you in suspense the entire time. A great, great watch. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned to see what I bought when I watch tomorrow. See ya.